All right, guys, I just wanted to give you a look at my forever case. It's a couple $1,000s, like three and some change probably, who knows. Doesn't matter. This case was actually based off of Salvo Studios S700 case. Unfortunately, it was, well, even if you neglected the cheap aluminum or whatever he used to make the case, that's irrelevant. His shop caught on fire, and he's not making them anymore, and he'll probably never make them again. But I actually called him up, and he was able to give me one of the final prototypes that was more or less usable. But I wanted something that I could use forever. And yes, I know that, the 5090, the 6090 or something, maybe something will come along 10 years from now or 5 years from now where a piece doesn't line up. But I have all the CAD files. So if I need to make an adjustment somewhere or move a screw or something, I can definitely do that. And I definitely have the money to do that. I have the money to remake this case every 2 years, but if I wanted to. The point is that the layout of this case is it's just perfect. And I just, I looked all over the internet, and you've got these big cases that are not efficient in their design and space savings at all whatsoever. And I absolutely loved the layout of this. And that's why I invested so much money into it. And, Josh did a wonderful job. And I'll be honest with you. At first, I really didn't like this. I really didn't like that. I just wanted something that was even with the radiator right down to the lines, and it was a perfect square there and on top. But the more I look at it in person, I do absolutely love the way this turned out. I wanted to do a video and thank Josh for, the 100 hours or more that he put into this case, because this is a really good case. I mean, if you go watch the YouTube video of Level 1, a Big Little case, if you type that in YouTube, it'll show up, and you can really just see how tiny this case really is, man. And you're talking about holding... You're talking about being able to hold like an eATX case, an ATX, and an ITX case, and it's just, you could put dual processors in here if you wanted to, dual EPYC processors if you absolutely wanted to, and every screw was thought out. And the second GPU can actually go here, and I'm not sure if this is the bracket to hold it with. I'm not sure. I'll have to email him, but there is a support bracket for the GPU. So he thought about everything, about sagging in the future with these heavy water blocks and whatnot. I mean, every screw was thought out. That's what he did. Every screw in its location has a purpose. It has to be there for a reason. And yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? He made a lot of improvements too. Believe it or not, the bends, even the bends are better bends. Better thought out. And now I will say this: I know he hates dust covers. And Josh, I looked at my room, and my stepdad is not really in the business of keeping this house up. So, he's old and running his business out of here, but I will like to find some screws somewhere on the internet that are completely flush. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, and if not, I can work around it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have dust filters and everything. And now I do have a computer that I'm not gonna show off, which is the Stream S computer. Right now, I have the $1,000 monoblock bought from Billet Labs, and that's being sent over to Australia to have some work fitted into that, so that I'm not really sure how I'm going to work that case, and probably fit two video cards in there. Yeah, and I don't know, now that the monoblock, man, that's kind of sharp. Now that the Billet Labs monoblock is out, and they're doing their work on that, you know, I don't know, man. You know, in the future, depending on how I wanted to do it, you know, I don't know. Maybe a piece could be adjusted here in the future. Have a monoblock here, video card, GPU being cooled right here. Have the other GPU right here. Maybe have a third one on the back. You know, who knows what the future will bring. But right now, I am looking at paints, Ferrari paints. Not really sure what color I'm going to go with. Maybe a cream color. And I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll have a... I don't know. Maybe this piece will come off the acrylic piece that he sent. Maybe that'll come off, and I'll have a piece of glass there with some kind of etching on it, you know, etch some glass, maybe a cool design. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll do a custom paint job on it, the front side and the back panel. So I'm not really sure. I do have the Stream S case from Singularity Computers, and even if I don't fit two video cards in that, I'm thinking I was going to sacrifice one PCIe 4 slot and plug the other card in there, and then the other card with the monoblock, that would just go to the, you know, the normal 16X PCIe. So I might, you know, I thought about doing that, but even if I don't do that, you know, this case is still going to have two video cards in it, 24090s or 25090s or something. And that case that I'm working in right now, which I will not show you a picture of because it's bad. It was my first attempt at water cooling, and I failed. Yeah. I can't get past it. I cannot get past how well this case was designed. And I'll have a backup computer, and that computer over there is actually going to be the backup computer to do all the grunt work and everything, all my 3D rendering. You know, I can just stick that in this room and, you know, let that go just while I'm offshore for 6 weeks, or even when I'm here for 3 weeks. You know, whatever I need done that's grunt wise, I just throw it on over into that PC and then have this one to actually do my work in. I don't even know what I'm going to put in this one. There's just so many. You know, I can get a Sapphire Rapids CPU, and I don't know, maybe work on that. And I don't know. You know, I may wait for the next generation to come out, and then stick my 13900K and my Hero motherboard into this case temporarily, because it's going to take a while. You know, I leave to go offshore again in about 4 or 5 days. So getting, you know, somebody to paint this and get everything prepped and ready to go, it's going to take some time. But I'm just really happy. And you know, hopefully the CAD files, I told them to go ahead and put those up on Patreon. And so everybody, if you're looking for a slim case that's efficient in space, perfect bends, upgraded GPU holders, yeah, I recommend downloading the CAD files and building one out. The thing is, he said SendCutSend did some of the work, but he had to do some of the work himself. So I don't know what they had to bend or what they could bend and what they couldn't do. So there may be some work involved in that. But I mean, when you think about just how tiny this case is and what you can put in it, money wise, 8 terabyte hard drives, NVMe's, on a server motherboard, even if you decided to, even with hell, even with a normal ATX motherboard, how many are they putting on the board now? 4 or 5 of them. There's all different kinds of ways you can work in this case, and you don't need these big ass chunky cases. Yeah, you know, I have 2 very slim radiators in here, and that'll be fine. It'll be enough, I promise. But I also got like a $2,000 stereo system in my room, and with the subwoofer and the speakers going on. Yeah, I don't really hear any fans or anything when I'm playing my games. So yeah, I just don't know what to say. You know, I can't wait to test everything out, and and if you're not undervolting anyway, and you're doing something wrong, because they push the power limits and everything for an extra 5%, just so they can look good, to their shareholders and everything. So if you undervolt everything and tune it, there really shouldn't be an issue with these radiators. I will say I don't like the Corsair or Lee and Lee or whatever it is, the SL 120s version 2s. I'm trying to put those in the Stream S case over here. I don't really like those because it's got a hub. So I may get some I actually may get some ultra thin fans from Silverstone, and just plug those directly into the motherboard. I'm really yeah, this is amazing. I've been waiting a year for this, and this is just absolutely fantastic. Josh, thank you, man. Thank you so much for making my dream become a reality, and hopefully other people like this case, and they make their own, and the only reason I made this was because I looked all over the internet and absolutely could not find anything that was efficient in design and space. And that guy, unfortunately, for his shop that burned down, I'm sorry for that, but he did an outstanding job on the original case. But man, we just made it so much better. So much better. And with that, I'll leave it alone. And damn, this case really turned out good. It's like looking at a Ferrari, It's when you're into PCs as much as I am. Wow, I don't think we could do any better with efficiency in the space and things like that. This is a good design. Thank you, Josh. From the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you.